Alright, it's Henry again, and today is May 17th, 2012, and that means the Shizuoka Hobby Show has just started over in Japan. And we've got plenty of nice Gunpla goodies to look at, so let's go ahead and get started. First off, I'll start with the Master Grade announcements. A kit that a lot of people were expecting, but it's nice to finally have confirmation on it, is the Master Grade Gundam Age 2 Normal. And as you can see here, it is in full color. Bandai skipped the gray prototype and gave us the full color kit, and I have to say it does look really good, as is pretty much expected from Master Grades nowadays. We rarely come across any bad Master Grades lately. Anyway, so this is coming out in August. It looks like they're going to be skipping a Master Grade release in July for the Real Grade Justice Gundam, so this will be an August release, and we can probably expect it to be followed up shortly afterwards with the Master Grade Age 2 Double Bullet, so keep an eye out for that. Next up, for Gundam Seed fans, as you guys know, Bandai has committed to making the original 5 Gundam Seed Gundams in Master Grade form, and the next entry is going to be the Buster Gundam. As you can see here, we get a gray prototype of it, looking really good. It's going to be coming out in September, so that'll be right after the Master Grade Age 2 Normal. And I think this is going to be a really solid release, and by all reports, the Master Grade Dual Gundam is a really good release. Blitz Gundam looks like it's going to be really good, so again, Bandai knocking them out of the park with these recent Master Grade releases. So, let's see, those were the only 2 real Master Grade releases that were announced. I do want to show you this. Here's the Master Grade Blitz Gundam in full color. It's actually the first time we've seen it in full color. Up until now, we've just seen gray or black prototypes, but this is what the final version of the kit is going to look like. Also, we get to see the Blitz Gundam's box art, which looks really epic. And it's just like one of those boxes that makes you wish you just pin it on the wall or something, like a poster. So I guess you could do that, just cut the box art out after you finish building the kit. Anyway, moving on to, I don't even really know if I could classify this as a Master Grade announcement. Just more like Bandai teasing us. We've got this little image here, and it's in Japanese, but it basically says Master Grade 1 to 100th, new Project Gundam Wing series in fall of 2012, or something along those lines. And we aren't really showing any new model kits. As you can see here, it's just the EW Master Grades. But Bandai hasn't said what they're releasing. It's just going to be something Master Grade and Gundam Wing related in the fall, so let the speculation commence. But seeing as how there's a big Endless Waltz logo right here, I think those of you who are hoping for TV version Master Grades are going to be disappointed, because it's more than likely going to be related to either Endless Waltz or the new Frozen Teardrop and Glory of the Losers manga and novels. Although we do have this image, which has gotten a few people excited. This is a little diorama of the Gundam Snow White and Warlock, which are the Gundams from the Frozen Teardrop novels. These are not by any means announcements. It doesn't say Master Grade. They don't have release dates. These could be kits that Bandai's thinking about making, or it could just be a custom-made diorama that some modeler made to put in this display case. So we don't really know, but it does look cool, and just a nice little treat for the eyes there. But I'm sure as we get further on in the year, we'll find out more about this. So that does it for Master Grade topics. Moving on, one quick Real Grade picture I wanted to show you was the Real Grade Justice Gundam in full color. Previously we've only seen it in gray, but this is what the kit's going to look like in color. Now moving on to High Grade. I actually got several High Grade announcements. Well, kind of sort of announcements, more like just seeing stuff that we hadn't seen before. Anyway, I almost said Master Grade. High Grade Universal Century Rizel Defensor B unit was announced 2 months ago, I think. And a lot of people just assumed that it was going to be the normal green and blue Rizel colors with the Defensor B unit. But it's since been revealed at Shizuoka that it's actually going to be called the High Grade Rizel Type C with Defensor B unit in parentheses. And it's got a drastically different color scheme than the original Rizel. It's actually got, in my opinion, a really nice white, gray, and orange color scheme. And I really, really enjoy that. In fact, the color scheme by itself has made me tempted to get this high grade. But overall, it looks really good, and hopefully, with some more of this Unicorn MSV type stuff getting high grades, maybe we'll see a Defensor A unit as well. Who knows? I guess it depends on how much screen time it gets in episodes 5, 6, and 7 of Gundam Unicorn. Oh, and for those of you who didn't already know, earlier this week it was announced that Gundam Unicorn has been extended to 7 episodes. So, more good news on that. See, here's a quick picture of the high-grade Zaku Mariner that was announced last month in full color. We'd recently just seen it in gray, but here it is in full color. Also, a new high-grade Universal Century announcement, the high-grade Hambrabi, which last month we had gotten like a list of kits that were supposed to be announced but didn't show up in the hobby magazines. Among those were high-grade Hambrabi, Master Grade Age 2. And I think what that probably was some kits that Bandai decided not to put in hobby magazines and just wait and reveal at Shizuoka, because we've already got 2 of those here. And for Universal Century and Zeta Gundam fans, this Hambrabi ought to be a pretty nice release. It actually looks really, really cool in my opinion. So that's going to be coming out in August. And I forgot to mention, I always forget to mention release dates. High Grade Rizel Type C is going to be coming out in June. And that Zaku Mariner, as we already know, is a July release. So, on to some Gundam Age high grades. The 3rd generation has just kicked off a couple weeks ago on TV, and we're finally starting to get some Age 3rd generation high grades. But the newest ones are the high grade Gundam Age 2 Dark Hound and G-Exes Jack Edge, which are the dark, piratey looking mobile suits. You can kind of see a glimpse of them in the new opening for Gundam Age 3rd generation. But here they are, looking very, very nice. A lot of people have been kind of giving these designs positive feedback, and they do look pretty cool. A lot of comparisons have been made to Crossbone Gundam, but then again, pretty much when you put a Gundam and a pirate together, you're going to get Crossbone Gundam references, but I think these do look really, really cool. And let's see, the Dark Hound and, yeah, both of them, the Dark Hound and the Jack Edge are both coming out in July. Let's see, one more. The high-grade Gundam Age 3 Orbital is going to be coming out in August. So there it is, looking pretty snazzy. And I'm assuming it's going to come with that little display base, because its feet are kind of tiny. It might have some trouble standing up on its own. And 2 magazine pack-in kits have been announced for the kind of like conversion kits, if you will. Basically just extra G-wear parts for high-grade Age 1 and Age 2. The Age 1 Razor is a new G-wear part that's going to be packed in with a issue of Dengeki, not Dengeki, Hobby Japan magazine. And that's going to be coming out in August, even though it's like the October issue, it's coming out in August. That's just the way magazines do things. The Age 2 wear is coming out in Dengeki Hobby. They're coming out in 2 different magazines. It's coming out in July, and this is called the Gundam Age 2 Artemis. As you can see, it's very, very high offense, giant cannons on the shoulders. It doesn't even have any feet, but it doesn't matter because it still looks cool. So that'll be coming out in August. Again, those are magazine pack-in kits. And one last thing, I guess. No, not one last thing, but here's an SD kit. honestly, my Japanese isn't good enough to read what the name of this kit is, but it's under the new Legend BB Senshi line, so it'll be along the lines of the new SD Knight Gundam and Musha Gundam and Command Gundam. But it does look to be based off of the God Gundam, based on just some of the details of it, so I'm sure we'll see that in full color sometime soon. Now, the last thing I want to mention is that Bandai has shown us some new option parts. Now, option parts are not really new. They've been around for ever and ever, but Bandai's giving us some new ones here, starting off with hands. It looks like Bandai's taking the same route that Kotobukiya did in releasing sets of 1 to 1/44 and 1 to 100 scale hands. And as you can see here, they've got 2 different sets of 6 hands, 2 closed fists, 2 open palms, and 2 trigger finger hands. And they come in square finger and round finger varieties for Earth Federation and Xeon mobile suits. And again, available in 1 to 100th and 1 to 144 scale. And it looks like they're going to cost about 525 yen, or about $5 or $6. No release date on these, unfortunately. Also, we're going to be getting some other cool option parts, like thrusters, that apparently have a lot of like interchangeable parts, or you can customize the thrusters to look however you want them to look, so that might be pretty cool. Also, some shoulder spikes there on the right hand side of the screen. They kind of look like thrusters, but they're actually shoulder spikes. And also we get some beam effect parts, which honestly, aside from just beam saber blades, I don't think I've ever seen an option set of just beam effect parts, but I think it could be pretty cool. As you can see, we get some little wiggly looking beam saber blades, and then like some thruster blasts, and I guess like rockets launching off and stuff like that. Here it's molded in clear pink, but who knows, they may end up releasing them in different colors. And also some new system weapons. We got a few of these at the end of last year, but we got some more on the way. The first one at the top here looks to be based off of Gundam GPO-1's beam rifle. As you can see, you can switch out the parts and convert it to like a grenade launcher, and then the ore gun, which is really long. And then at the bottom you've got basically a Gundam ground type shield that's going to have interchangeable parts to make all kind of different crazy combinations. So again, lots of cool option parts coming from Bandai. So I think that about does it for the Shizuoka Hobby Show update video. Lots of cool stuff. Most of it we kind of saw coming, but it's still nice to finally see pictures and confirmation of all the stuff that we just talked about. So I guess that about does it for this video, and with that, I'll see you guys next time.